Good evening, church. We are here for celebration, isn't that? I think we should not be serious. I think everybody is looking so serious. It's a time to rejoice and celebrate. Grateful to my dear friend Anil and Sudha. Both of them have invited me. It's very different kind of feelings in my mind because whenever I am here, earlier I was a guest speaker. But today I am not a guest speaker because I belong to this family. And it's so difficult when you have to talk to your own family. It's a tough job because either they don't bother about you, what you are talking, or they take it for granted. But I know what we are going to do. It's going to be a serious things. I'll be taking, of course, Pastor also insisted, few words. So I know you and Anil told me, if you can be brief, will be great. I accept that. But before I go to the word, let me congratulate you, Anisha and Sujeet. Of course, Anisha, she's like more of my daughter. And also Sujeet, congratulations. God be with you. We had just completed one formality called wedding, isn't that? Most of the time it is called holy matrimony. Do you understand there is a difference between the wedding and marriage? Wedding is an event. Marriage is a lifelong journey. Let's have that very clear, especially dear couple. And for the wedding, we have been preparing for almost, Anil, 1 year? Yeah, almost for wedding, this event, we have been preparing for more than 1 year. And now we are going to talk about the journey called marriage, which is not going to be for 2 hours, like a wedding. It's going to be lifelong, till we death do us apart. It can be 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. Then if somebody tells me you should not talk more on that, you take 1 year for the preparation of wedding, what about marriage? It doesn't mean I'm going to talk for 1 hour. Don't threaten, I can see the smile on their face. It's not that. The talk which I'm going to, the topic for this evening, the meditation, marriage, God's blueprint. I'm going to talk about the God's blueprint. Proverbs 24 and verses 3 and 4 just read to us. It talks about the 3 things, the wisdom, understanding and knowledge. And all these 3 things we get from the Word of God. That is what we are going to really look for. Because ultimately for the marriage you need a wisdom. Marriage is not by chance, it's God's wisdom, God's blessings, and it's God's initiative. So let us go and find out if He has initiated, what the one who has initiated, what He has to say. I say it's a lifelong journey. But the journey, its success of this journey is depend on the one very vital word called relationship. Never forget, Sujeet and Anisha, you must know this very clearly. Your journey of your marriage life, it is based on only one word, that's called relationship. Christian faith is a relational faith. It all depends on your God. Triune God is a relational God. And He is a holy God. And just now that you have given the place, I will, I do. You know, it is said this is the longest statement in the world. Because this you have to say all through your life. It is not just 2 minutes you said and finished. No. You both have to say, I will, I do. It's the longest statement till you die. It's called the holy matrimony. You know, many times it says, you have been invited to join for the holy matrimony. What's so holy about it? It's a marriage after all. Is it holy? Yes. The word holy means to set apart for the purpose. This marriage, what we have been witnessing, the wedding, what we have witnessed today, it has been set apart by the God for the purpose. And this purpose God has initiated, and the first family was initiated and brought into the world by Him. One more things I want to tell Anisha and Sujeet. Even today, I remember that verse is famous. One, he said to Adam, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable to him." Probably God is telling the same to you both. Sujeet, it's not good for you to be alone. Anisha, it's not good for you to be alone. It is not the initiative of just for your parents. It is an initiative of God Himself, who confirm and who talk with you, for which you are praying for. It is not good for you to be alone. Let's have that very clear. Our Bible of the Holy God is so vocal about the marriage. Psalm 127 says, 27:1 said, "Unless the Lord builds the house, unless Lord builds," it's a God who is involved. It's building of your marriage, your house is God. And many times I don't know what you think of the marriage, but marriage is the first ministry exists in this world. If there is a ministry, there is a mission statement. And that mission statement you'll find in Genesis 1:28. Be fruitful, fill the earth, subdue it. That's a mission statement for you. Think about it, because I have no much time to elaborate on this. But in short, your marriage is a work, your marriage is a worship, your marriage is a witness. Never forget the three words: work, worship, and witness. The great thing about before the church was built, the marriage was, the home was built. Can you see the priority of God? He did not build the church. First thing He built on this earth was the home. God is really serious about it. He is serious about the family. And especially, you'll find in the one complete chapter, almost 67 verses, has given how to choose the bride. 67 verses. It all amounts, God is in a serious business and He means something different. Now let me take you to the second part of this. I am going to talk about now you are you got in the wedlock. They call, I don't know what they mean by wedlock, but you are locked anyway. Now you are locked. There is God want to tell you something. What is going to do? So I am going to talk about the three foundational things which you find in your Holy Bible. That is in Genesis 2:24. Let me tell you the background. What is the background? Now Adam is ready for the marriage. Okay. Then he need a bride. God brings a very beautiful bride, Eve, in front of him. The man, serious man, he becomes very poetic. Bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. The first poet of those days. Then that excitement, probably Sujeet, you have that excitement today. I can see from your face. That excitement was also there with Adam. And he was quite excited. He became poetic and all that. Naturally, God said, this man is getting a lot off track. Let me bring to the problem, real problem. He said, Adam, don't get excited. It's good to be excited. I can understand your wow statement, but I want to tell you something. And that's why the Genesis 2:24 start. Therefore, I have to say something. Now you are excited. You have accepted her as your wife. I have to tell you something. This is not just a beginning or end. It is just started now. You have to concentrate on three important things. And there are three things which I am going to talk is, therefore, it says, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one place. I am going to talk on three. It's going to be living, cleaving, and on flesh. What is living? Why God should be using the word living? Because neither Adam has a father-in-law, neither she has a mother-in-law. Then why? It means God expects in the marriage, it's not only you, it is others also involved in the family. Never forget that. Does He want that you should leave your family and run away? Your parents? No. What is tying? Set your priority right. Now here in what? Psychologically, mentally, you got to decide your priority has to be your wife. And Anisha, your priority has to be Sujeet. It doesn't mean that you have to leave your parents, but your priority has to be really decided on that. And again, one thing we should know, she wanted a sense of security. Always, you must have seen most of the time, because I know my daughter got married. Most of the time when marriages are taken and bidai takes place, the daughters are crying. I mean, women usually cry. Have you seen any husband crying? At least I haven't seen any husband crying. But she is crying. Why? Because through the tears she is trying to tell them, now I don't know what kind of atmosphere I am going to get in. I am little insecure, but you are my security. That's why I am leaving that secure place for you, Sujeet, and I am going to be with you. That's what living means. And cleaving has the word which is called dabak or kalio in the Hebrew. That means to hold fast. It's basically a glue. Suppose I take this paper and put a glue and just stick it. Now it become pakka. I don't have to remove it. In case I try to remove it, what happens? The paper will tear it off. I can't do it. This is like Fevicol ka jod. You can't do it unless you have to tear the paper. That's the cleaving means. This is bond for the healthy marriage. That's what you should know. And then it's also said it's the covenant. It's not a contract. And covenant is a definition. It is a solemn binding agreement which never mean to be dissolved. Anisha and Sujeet, this is a covenant. You have no authority to dissolve any time. It is based on love, respect and trust. Three things. It is this contract hereinafter on love, respect and trust. And in the covenant, we safeguard the interests of both the party. In the contract, it is only one party. मुझे जो अच्छा लगेगा वही मैं करूँगा. I will protect myself. But here, you have to protect each one of us. There is a loyalty, there is a commitment in the covenant. And this is established and sealed by oath, the pledge, what you are doing today. By pledge, you have sealed this covenant, and now you cannot say, I don't know. You have sealed it. You are giving oath, both of you. We should know. When you say, I do, I will, it is a commitment, you cannot come out of that. Now, there is one word which has come. It's a love. See, what was the pledge? I take you, my wedded wife, husband, to have and to hold from this day forward my better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, on sickness, on health, to love and to cherish. I want you to go to this word. I know you must have given pledge, but most of the time we just, parrot, we just say yes, what pastor said we should do it. No, I want you to be conscious what you are telling. The word love, it's a foundation for your marriage. Never forget that. What is love? What love we understand is a different thing. See, I love biryani, I love chocolate, I love burger. That's not the love, Sujeet. Loving wife is not loving biryani, it's not loving chocolate. It's a different thing. It's a different kind of love. I know let me give you one illustration to make your mood little serious. You are acting very serious. See, before marriage we meet each other. And what do we say each other? Oh, you are my sweetheart. Good. I don't know when you have eaten that, but you say you are my sweetheart. After marriage, many times it happens, either of the parties say, you are a heartless creature. Not only the heart, the taste of the heart is gone, even the very existence of the heart is gone. That's the worldly love, that's unselfish love. I am not talking of that kind of love, No, I am not talking that kind of love. It's a different love altogether. Dil to pagal hai? No, it's not. What you are marrying Anisha today is not because your dil has gone pagal. No. You understand the love, what you have merged, and foundation is Jesus himself. The point of reference is Jesus. And how to love? I'm not going to take much time, but you must read when you get time. I know you will have some time. Ephesians chapter 5, 22 to 23. There are three kinds of love. They are purposeful. You should love both of you to each other with purpose. What is the purpose? Spiritual growth of each other. Second, it should be a sacrificial love. Each one of you will have to sacrifice your time, you will have to sacrifice your status, you have to sacrifice your ego. And third will be a caring love. You will have to nourish, you will have to cherish. Caring means not, chalo roti leke aaya khao. No, I got the salary, use it. No, that is not nourishing and caring. Nourishing is caring like the hen takes care of the chicken. The chicks, the way they shit take the care, that is called nourishing. Now one flesh, that's the last. Many times it's thought that marriage is just a bed. It is not. I told you, this is the relationship brought by love. You know, the word for the physical union is yada in the Hebrew. Yada means to know each other. Your physical union will remind you that you got to know each other. It is far more than an physical union. It's a sacred. That's why it's an consummation is called. Your body is given, your soul is given, your spirit is given. This is giving everything to each other. Living, living, and one body means you surrender to each other with everything. Sometime I remember when something happened to some lady, she said, "Mi माझं सर्वस्व त्याला देऊन टाकलं." That sarvasva, that what does it mean? All of her was given to him. And then last two tips, and I will be through. Only two things. It is not a fairy tale, Sujeet and Anisha. Happy ever after, sorry, I will not guarantee you that. And none of you should do that. Not because you are not going to be happy. It's a blessing. God will bless you. It's a gift from God. And nothing will happen, but it will happen because Satan is not happy. He's trying to bring some challenges. How to protect your relationship, how to strengthen. Let me tell you, first thing, celebrate your differences. See, when Eve was brought to Adam, what happened? When he saw you, oh, she is different. He became a poet. Isn't that? She was different. Today, if you want to love Anisha, not because she match your intention, she is different. You should do that. You should think of, we are different. See, if you don't respect each other's differences, नहीं यार मुझे तो ऐसा चाहिए था, I wanted like this. No, 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 nothing. What is given is given. This model is fixed. There is no change. Now, how to build it? That is what very important now. So you should go to God and say, praise God because Anisha is different. Anisha should say, praise God because Sujeet is different. Don't say, you are always different. That's wrong. You are different, that's what you can have a very good life. And I am telling this out of my 42 years of marriage. My wife is not a preacher. She is just a prayer partner. She is a very good host. If it had been both preachers, there should have been the competition within us. Always, if you don't respect each other's difference, there will be a competition. And if that differences will isolate you from each other. So do that. Then communications, very important. Words in the marriage. What others say, don't bother. What both of you say, think of this. That's why a lot of communication is important. I don't know whether you got some pet name for her, I don't know how you call her now, Anisha or something, I don't know. My wife, I call Sulu. Some people say sweetie, some people say darling. Afterwards he can become a donkey, that's a different thing. But today is darling. Okay, is a deer. Today is a deer. Today we don't know who is going to be. It may change. Have some good names. Talk with that. That will help. I don't know, my daughter always calls her husband baby. I don't know why nowadays all these girls are talking their husband babies. Maybe they are interested in earlier the baby the better. Maybe it's by saying that they get the baby faster. I don't know, I am asking her. 4 things you should do it. Talk plentiful, take time. I know you are going to be in a place where time is going to be short. Take time, you may have to work on the shift, but as and when you come together, take time and talk as much as you can. Talk passionate. Have some emotions in that. Talk positive. Never say, don't do that, don't do this. Tell what to do. Do this, do this. That's positive. And talk personal. That's very important. Many times nowadays we are in the age of messages. Avoid WhatsApp messages as much as possible. Kai bhaji banoli, kai banawla, and all those things. Talk with her, tell. If you say, no, I wanted this sabji, then that's gone. You tell her, okay, whatever you cook, I will be happy to learn. Appreciate each other. If she wears some good sari, tell her, your sari, this color is my most favorite, may not be. But say, it's most favorite. There is nothing wrong. Appreciate each other. Tell them, this is good. You look good in this. You are gorgeous on this. Do that. You will be thing. Now last. That's end, real end. Now these challenges, I have some practical tips for you, both of you. When challenges come, you feel relationship are going to be in a real, this thing, see eye to eye, first thing. Never go to others to find out why Sujeet is behaving like this, why Anisha is behaving like. Talk eye to eye. Sit together, talk. Aakho aakho mein jo bolte hain na, do that. Then talk face to face. You should talk face to face. Don't calling, hey, Mamila sang. We do that. When we don't talk, I don't talk with my wife, hey, Mamila sang. Don't do that. No use via medium. Talk face to face. And walk hand in hand. That's your union. And I will tell you, your union and marriage is not for both of you. There are three people involved. Yourself and Jesus himself. Your marriage has to be Christo-centered. There has to be Jesus. Your house, I am not going to talk all these things that your house will be, your home should be a happy home. No, I wanted your home to be godly home, a Christ-centered home. That is what we need. And everything fails, kneel side by side. Pray about it. Side by side you do that. And everything goes well. This is my practical tip. See eye to eye, talk face to face, walk hand in hand, kneel side by side. And with all this, if you want, you can fight fist by fist. I never teach people don't fight. I say fight as much as you can. Unless you fight, that love won't get married. Take some time with that doing. Anyway, Sujeet, I have taken your almost 15-20 minutes. I bless you this evening. May God be with you. Thank you for the patience, Anil. I know he told me very brief, but he's my friend. I can ask for forgiveness afterwards. But I hope it was good. It was required. That's what I thought is good. If you have taken 1 year, 20 minutes for life journey was worth. You agree or not? Yes, you agree. God bless you. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
I thank Dr. Soholkar for his beautiful message. Now I request all the pastors who are the present here to bless this newly couple.